Shalom y'all, hope all is well here in New York City for the weekend by my little sister's bat mitzvah. Very exciting party here for a few days, returning on Sunday to the great state of Texas, and wanted to share a small insight on this week's Torah portion. So in the beginning of the Torah portion we find a conversation between Abraham and someone by the name of Ephron. And Ephron was somebody who originally owned the land of the Ma'arat HaMachpelah, of the caves where all the patriarchs and matriarchs were buried. And Abraham was coming to purchase them from Ephron. And during the conversation, during the process, Ephron was saying, "You're such a great man, you're so special, you're so big, and etc. I'm going to give it to you for free, don't worry about it. What's $400 between me and you?" That was the price they were discussing. And in the end, the Torah records that Abraham paid a very, very high sum for the land, and it wasn't as simple as Ephron just telling him, between me and you, what's this money? I just want to make sure that you have this piece of land for your family. And that's the story in the Torah. The Talmud teaches us in the beginning of Tractate Kiddushin that we learn out the concept of how when a man and woman get married and the man wants to court the wife and bring her into his home as an official wife, the way that works out is by using money. And the Talmud explains over there that how do we know that can be when we give a ring by a ceremony under the chuppah, that's because you're giving some kind of monetary value. And how do we know that works? And we learn it out. It's derived from the different areas in the Torah verses of this week's Parsha from Ephron and Abraham. And I've heard that an amazing insight into why specifically this story, out of all stories, do we learn out a very significant concept of marriage and weddings from that. And it's because, although we mentioned earlier, Abraham seemingly got ripped off because he wasn't supposed to be paying as much as he did, and he ended up paying even more. And Ephron got a significant amount of money, even though in the beginning he was saying that he doesn't really care, he just wants to give it to Abraham. They both walked away from the table feeling that they had the best deal. They got the best deal. Abraham, it made no difference to him because he knew from his prophecy that the matriarchs and patriarchs, and he needed to start the process now of purchasing the Ma'arat HaMachpelah. So it made no difference to him. He walked away from the table feeling like he got the best deal. And likewise, Ephron got all that money out of the deal and got more than he was talking about originally. He walked away thinking he had the best deal. And the lesson to us in marriage is that when we begin our marriage and we start the process under the chuppah, we should all feel that way then and continue that feeling throughout our life, that we each feel like we really have, quote unquote, the best deal in our spouses, being with our spouses and being so lucky for that. And we should all continue to just grow and grow in that area and all areas of our life. Have an amazing Shabbat, everybody.